That's what you're going to read.
This is called My First Read and Learn Bible. Here we go. The first story is called The Story of Creation. God made what's that? Is that the earth? Yeah. God made the earth and he made what's that? Sun. And God made the moon, the stars. So God made all that. And look what else God did. God made all the animals.
That's number 3.
Yeah, it is number 3. That's very good, Luke. That's page 3. And
That's
God,
number 2.
that's made number 3. Page 3. God made all the animals and the plants that live on earth. He made man and woman. And God looked at all that he had done, and it was very good. The next story is the story of Noah.
That's number 5.
Number 4 and number 5. Noah was a good man. God told Noah to build a big boat. He told Noah to get 2 of every kind of animal on the earth. The boat was big enough to hold them all, so look at it. 2 sheep, 2 birds, 2 giraffe, 2 zebras, 2 elephants, 2 of every kind of animal. All going up on the big boat.
That's 6 and that's 7.
You really know your numbers very well. A storm came. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. The earth was flooded. The storm stopped. Noah sent the dove to find dry land. And there comes the dove back. And the dove's got a leaf. And where there's a leaf, there's a tree. And where there's a tree, there's dry land. So hooray, there's dry land.
That's 8 and that's 9.
That's right, 8 and 9. The boat landed on top of a mountain. The water was gone. A rainbow appeared in the sky. It was a sign from God. Noah's family and the animals left the boat. God had saved them from the flood. All the animals come out. Lions, flying birds, and hippopotamuses, and reindeer. What did reindeer pull for Santa? Pull a sled.
That's
The story,
10 and that's 11.
10 and 11. The story of Moses. A woman had a baby boy. The boy was in great danger. His mother had to save him. She put him in a basket and took him to the river. The king's daughter found the basket. She was a young princess. She cared for the baby as her own and named him Moses. It's a great name, Moses.
That's 12 and that's 14.
Moses grew up to be a strong
And
man.
14.
Moses became a shepherd who cares for sheep. Then God spoke to Moses. He told Moses to save his people. They were slaves to a cruel king. What numbers are these?
That's 4 and that's 5.
And with a 1 in front of it, that
One.
means
14.
14. Right, that's good. God's people ran away from the king. Moses led them across the desert. There we go. What page number?
That's 6 and that's 7.
And with a 1 in front of it, what is that? Is that what that is? 16. If that's 16,
16.
what's this number then?
17.
Excellent. They came to the sea. God made the sea open up so the people could cross right across. The sea was on either side and they just crossed over on dry ground. God's people were free. They thanked Moses, their leader. They're saying, yay, yay, we're free, free. This story is is David and Goliath.
8, that's 9.
That's right. Goliath was a giant. He came to fight God's people. The soldiers did not want to fight Goliath. He was too big and strong. But a boy named David was not afraid. God had blessed David and made him very brave. See what David's doing? He's picking up a rock. He's going to put that rock in his sling. David stood before the giant Goliath. He said, I have come to fight you in the name of God.
12 and
That's 20.
that's 20. That's 21.
Yep. David threw a stone at Goliath. The stone hit the giant right in the middle of his forehead. He would never bother the people again. David was a hero. Wait. I'm waiting for. Oh,
Go away.
go away.
Go away, Dad.
We got to read the story about your daddy. This is Daniel and the lions.
That's,
Yeah. Once there was.
that's 14.
Yep. Once there was a man named Daniel. Daniel had faith in God. The king liked Daniel and gave him an important job. But other men were jealous of Daniel. They wanted the important jobs. Yeah, so what did they do? Look, they're going to put a rock down. They put Daniel down with the lions, and they're putting a rock down so the lions can't get away and Daniel can't get away. The jealous men wanted to get rid of Daniel. They made him go into a pit with not just any lion, but hungry lions. Daniel was in the pit all night long. He prayed and prayed to God. Mamma mia, you betcha, Mamma mia. Whoa! The next day, Daniel came out of the pit. The lions had not eaten him. Daniel's faith in God had saved
They're
him.
gonna eat him.
But they didn't eat him because he had faith in God. This story is called Jesus is Born.
That's 14, that's
And that is Mary. And what color is Mary
14,
wearing?
that's 15.
See, what color is that? Is that pink?
Pink.
No, it's not pink. What color is that?
What color?
That's Mary. What is Mary? What color? Mary always wears the same color.
Blue.
Blue. That's Mary's color. Mary lived in the town of Nazareth. God sent an angel to her. The angel had wonderful news for Mary. She would be the mother of God's own son. It was time for the baby to be born.
That's 17.
That's 26 and 27.
That's 26 and that's 27.
Right. Mary and her husband Joseph.
So 21.
And Joseph, who do we know who has a name that sounds like Joseph? Josie. Yeah. Mary and her husband Joseph, who sounds like Josie, had to travel to the town of Bethlehem. There was no room for Mary and Joseph, who sounds like Josie, at the inn. They had to stay in the stable.
I'll talk to Josie.
Later, finish your book.
Yeah, we're almost done. The baby was born there. They named the baby Jesus.
I see your
When
baby.
he was born, what's shown in the sky? A star. This story is
I
called
can't see that.
The Shepherds and the Wise Men.
I see that camera.
That night, angels came to some shepherds in the field. Look at the shepherds.
Open that.
See the shepherds?
I see that.
Field. They came, the shepherds came about the baby who was Christ the Lord. The shepherds came to worship Jesus. Some kings from the east saw the star. They followed it to Bethlehem. They bowed to the baby Jesus. They gave him gifts. This says we have a story called Jesus Does God's Work. God had sent Jesus to earth to be good for all people. When Jesus grew up, he told everyone
Daddy.
about the
Dada.
power and the goodness of God.
Dada.
He told them that God loved them.
Please.
God loves Dennis and Mamas and Josie's and Luke's. One day a woman followed Jesus. She was very sick. She touched Jesus' coat. Have you ever been sick? Yeah, I've been sick. I was sick this morning.
Daddy.
Jesus turned around. He blessed the woman. All at once she felt better. She was not sick anymore. A man who was blind came to Jesus. The man could not see. Jesus touched his eyes with mud. Now the man could see. The sick woman and the blind man were healed because of their faith in God and Jesus. Now here's the best story of all. Jesus and the little children. One day, people brought their little children to see Jesus. Some men wanted to send the children away. But Jesus loved everyone, big and small. He told the children to come to him. Jesus blessed the children. He will always be our friend. The end. Good. Now we can go talk to Josie.